We have your weekly meeting recap. Get all the highlights from school committee and planning board, and later we talk about the library programs. Numerous activities for all ages are scheduled throughout the week. See what new programs have just been added. Also coming up, possible grant funds from the Pioneer Valley Planning Commission. Find out how you can help make a difference. Those stories and much more ahead on ELCAT News Update. Thanks for tuning in to ELCAT News Update. I'm Allie Carrington. We begin the show covering the latest town meetings. The school committee met last Monday, February 6th, to discuss reorganization of the board that will take place after the June 6th town election.
It's not like it used to be where
it's directly
you
after
get sworn
the
in
next
and
day.
you take office the next day. There is a 2.5, 3 week lag time now. You can't get sworn in until July 1st. This is one of the challenges of the new charter. Now, if you recall, and this was, it was more ceremonial than anything what happened this past year with the new council getting sworn in and then having their first meeting. The meeting that we would have on whenever the first business day of July would be just for the purposes of reorganizing.
Yeah.
It's more of an inconvenience than anything.
Because otherwise, we're not scheduled till August 21st.
Right.
That's 2 months. It just creates a 10-month term, basically, and then
Right,
a
with
patch
no
for
one in
2
charge
months.
Well,
The continuity's not there. I
Right.
think you do it for continuity. Not necessarily this year. The chair's not up for re-election, but I think if we're setting precedent, we should.
that's
do
why I
honor-
brought it. That's why I
honor
wanted to
right
bring it
after
to the
July
committee.
1, I think.
If you read the charter, at the first school committee meeting on or after July 1st, so
Right.
we're covered. We can
Right.
do it whenever,
Oh, we certainly could.
and the policy can reflect the language in
Correct.
in the charter.
Okay.
So I mean,
So we should set up a meeting that all can make as close, as soon after July 1st as possible.
right. And we'll bring the policy back at our next meeting
Yep.
to officially vote. But I
Okay.
wanted to get everybody's
No, that's good-
thoughts
good
on
work.
this
That's
now
good, you're right,
Yeah.
that's good work.
to see how we want to approach, see how we wanted to deal with it. Because I agree with you, Greg. 7 weeks is a lot of lag time.
The committee then moves on to review a new East Long Meadow food service policy regarding students' lunch.
Okay, in your packets, you have a file EFDA, which is a draft of a new policy that the U.S. Department of Agriculture is asking all food service programs who participate in their National Food Service Program to come up with for the 2017-2018 school year. And basically what it's outlining is ensuring that no students come to school and are without a lunch. So it outlines how, which actually we are doing somewhat informally already, it outlines how the East Long Meadow Public School Food Services will deal with meal charging. We sort of received a facelift to our website.
I noticed
Yeah,
that.
we
Had a
did.
chance to check it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And so, as part of that, we're doing different things, and what we'd like to do is have more of those type of links.
Right.
So parents
Quick,
know
easy
where
links.
to go.
Yeah. It's not-
Under this policy, personnel will communicate with parents and students about account information. Parents can view charges made to their account at any time through the school's website under the School Lunch tab. This will also help students keep track of their balance. Next, the Tuesday, February 7th Planning Board meeting. Under administrative issues, the first item on the agenda is to discuss regulations for marijuana recreational use.
The issue is whether or not the board wants to ask for a moratorium, because we have no regulations for recreational use. And one of the issues is the retail area of it, because retail is allowed, as you well know, most of the town. We have regulations and restrictions which the town can do for medical marijuana, but we don't have any for recreational as of yet, and the state hasn't come out with any that they're recommending. So a moratorium like you did for the medical marijuana to give you an opportunity to review where you think they should be allowed and how they should be allowed. But I mean, the Board of Health in our town, as you saw from the information that I forwarded to you a couple weeks ago, they are looking to say no, absolutely no, because of the edibles. There's been proven cases where children, and the health director said to me, I can give you 2 Twinkies. Take whichever one you want, you're not gonna know which one's laced and which one's not. And there's been proof that children have been in deep trouble over eating edibles, and that would be available. I mean, there's no, now the town of East Long Meadow turned it down. And from what I've read in all the legal research and the advice that I've gotten from different law firms is the town of East Long Meadow can say no, period. However, I do not believe they can do it through zoning. I think the AG's office is going to come back fighting. But they can through the Board of Health.
Been studying a little bit, and it does allow the towns to put a tax on the sale of it, up to a 2% tax. Granted, I don't think it's a lot, as
But a 2% tax as a revenue income, when our townspeople voted against it, I don't see that as a win.
How long can we make the moratorium for?
A year? Well, you can make it as long as you want, but the medical
Oh, it can't be indefinite.
the medical marijuana one was a year. I mean, because you need
that
to
was the
take the time.
maximum on the medical that the AG would allow.
You know, but
That's the
the
maximum
AG
on this
isn't involved anymore, it's the town council. Because of the change in government, the planning board and zoning changes do not have to be approved by the AG anymore. I think, and I had talked to the AG's office, and what they're doing is they're gonna watch, and they'll probably come in as a big brother issue, to try and control the areas in the cities that have city government, town councils, if they make a demand to not, to ban it totally, other than the health departments.
I think we need a moratorium to get ourselves up to speed.
I think so as well. I think there's a lot to learn. I think we need to look at the other towns that have done it and that haven't done it, and the repercussions or the benefits from them. We need to look at how our townspeople voted. We have a lot to learn. A seminar like you're going to is a great first step. I would make a motion to approve a 1-year moratorium on our marijuana standards, laws, procedures in the town of East Long Meadow.
And is there a second?
I'll second that.
Further discussion? I would say for the retail sale of recreational marijuana. So that way we're not allowing facilities to open for the retail sale of recreational marijuana. Do I need a motion to amend? Okay, so it's amended as stated then. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? 4-0.
To watch all town department meetings, tune into channel 192 or visit our ELCAT YouTube channel at ELCAT 01028. Switching gears, let's find out about upcoming library events. First, let's see what's brand new. For the first time ever, the library welcomes Escape Room and Seed Swap. Escape Room has been trending all over the country this past year. What it is, a physical adventure game where a group of people are locked in a room and have to solve a series of puzzles and escape within a certain amount of time. The East Long Meadow Public Library is excited to offer this program. For ages 9 and up, join in on the excitement and escape the room in 25 minutes using teamwork, brainpower, and creativity. Register in advance for your own session on Friday, February 24th. On to Seed Swap. This is your chance to put saved seeds to good use. Visit the library for a Seed 101 presentation. After the presentation, swap seeds and mingle with others. For those who don't save seeds, not a problem. There will be plenty for you to take home. The program takes place on Saturday, February 25th at 11 a.m. in the library community room. Now for our library monthly favorites, such as AM Book Group, Not Just Knitting, and Digital Discussions. These programs are so popular that the library has been opening up more sessions. First, dive into a good book with friends and other residents at the AM Book Group. For February, the library is staying on the love theme as the group will be discussing an exhilarating novel, The Engagements. The story of Frances Gearty, the ad woman who has coined the famous slogan, "A diamond is forever." The book also follows 4 different marriages to test out if the diamond keeps them together or not. Don't miss it on Tuesday, February 21st at 10 a.m. in the library community room. Going down the list, we land on Not Just Knitting. Not Just Knitting calls all craft lovers to bring in any needle stitch projects to work on while learning from others. Get your craft on Thursday, February 23rd at 10 a.m. in the library conference room. Next, digital discussions. For those who are intimidated by technology, bring in your electronic device and an EL librarian will assist you. For those with iPhones, laptops, Kindles, etc., the EL library has your back. Get all your questions answered on Thursday, February 23rd at 11 a.m. We end tonight with public service announcements. The East Long Meadow Board of Assessors is reminding all business owners that personal property forms must be completed and returned by the end of the month. Forms are available online and at the town hall. For further information, call the assessor's office at 413-525-5440, extension 1611. Speaking of the town hall, potential grant-funded projects from the Pioneer Valley Planning Commission includes a design study for a possible town hall elevator. Help the town receive this grant by completing a simple survey. The survey is open to all East Long Meadow residents and employees. You can find the survey online at eastlongmeadowma.gov. Well, that will do it for this edition of ELCAT News Update. Be sure to stay connected with us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at ELCAT 01028. Don't forget to watch us on cable channel 191, 192, and 193. For cable channel times, make sure to check out our ELCAT program guide. Guides are available at the Town Hall, Library, Senior Center, and through our website at eastlongmeadowma.gov. Also check your mail as programs will be delivered monthly within the reminder. Until next time, I'm Allie Carrington. Thanks for watching. See you next week.